What's good, man? I want to talk about another celebrity dream that I had. I had a dream a few years back about Kendrick Lamar. This was several years back. This is probably what is it, 2024? This is probably like 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8, 9 years ago. I had a dream. In this dream, I saw Kendrick Lamar in the parking lot. We were in the parking lot, and it was cars that in this parking lot. And I'm walking, and I saw him, and he had these huge clothes on, oversized clothes. He had this big old plaid, like farmer type plaid button up shirt. He had jeans, and the clothes were huge. And his hair was wild, right? He just looked disheveled. It just was weird. And then I watched him walk into this building, and in the dream, I was able to kind of see what was in the building. It's like in the dream, you know how it just switched, and then we ended up. I ended up being able to see in this building that he was walking in, and it was a bunch of steps, and I saw it was people in a bunch of rooms having sex, and you can hear the sex noises, and it was just a room full of. It was a building that had rooms of people all having sex all at the same time, and then I woke up. I don't know what that dream is or what it meant, but if you have any type of interpretation, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will say this that when I was in the world, man, Kendrick Lamar was probably my favorite rapper when I first got saved, and honestly, I respect his work tremendously. I think he's one of the greatest rappers of all times. But I also am as he's grown, as he's gone. His initial album was Good Kid, Mad City. It had Christian, it had the prayer of salvation. I believe that was a part of that what sowed the seed in me that literally that probably ended up me getting saved because I got saved not too long after that album came out, right? I don't know if it was or not. I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar led me to the Lord. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there was Christian undertone in that album. It touched me. It had me thinking differently. It had me considering things. Right. The song "Tell Me That You Will Sing About Me." He talked. It was a lot of Christian stuff. You can tell that Kendrick Lamar grew up Christian, and he had a Christian foundation. Of course, we got a lot of people in this nation are Christians, but they're not Christians that are obeying Christ or picking up their cross and following them. So that goes without saying. But what I'm saying is, um, he then began to start talking this Hebrew Israelite stuff, and then he started going into that. Was it what is his name? Something to Edward Tolle, something like that. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this right. Eckhart Tolle, I think his name is. But yeah, anyways, man, I don't want yeah, I think it's Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, Eckhart Tolle. And he started talking about him and we know and that has to do with a lot of like non-biblical thinking and just higher consciousness, and I'm paraphrasing here, but based on some of the research I've done, Track Stars I did a video kind of explaining it a little bit when he first had dropped that Mr. Moran the Big Steppers album, but now it's like even with the whole Not Like Us and the Drake diss, it's like Drake has been the biggest artist in the world for some time. And it's like it seems like there's just this hit on Drake where the whole industry turned on him. And we could talk about his wicked ways a whole nother day. But I think it's more dangerous when people are kind of have this ability to make you feel like they are conscious and conscious, they're spiritual, and some would even say godly, some would even say some people believe he's still a Christian when it's like the stuff he was doing and saying in his last album kind of speaks contrary to that. But I think I'm just curious to know with the whole Illuminati thing, right? The whole we know that there's some sort of group, there's some funny beliefs within Hollywood, within the music industry. There's a level that some of these celebrities have mentioned that there's a certain level you can go, that you have to compromise, you have to do certain things to be able to surpass this level. It seems like Kendrick Lamar has been kind of like he's always been a big artist, one of the biggest artists, one of the best artists out. But it seems like he has been like they like, yo, we about to give you Drake spot. To me, that's what it just looks like based on all of this stuff that's happening. And because of that, that makes me wonder why and how and what is his place and has he sold his soul? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is the enemy doing with this, or what is this? You know what I mean? And then it's like the dream that I had about him going into this building. It made me think of that, and the fact that he's going to be at the Super Bowl, and there's this weird hit on Drake to kind of almost like this, like, yo, you thought you can do this on your own, but really it's us who created you, and now we're about to tear you down. It's almost like they're like exhorting, they're like showing their power, like, nah, we can build you up, and we can take you down. And so if that's the case, it's like it seems like they are like. Are they the ones behind building up Kendrick Lamar? Because some of the stuff that Kendrick says, it would make you think that he's against the system. But then there's stuff that he says that it's like, nah, you kind of on some strange belief systems, and you kind of are misleading people as well. And so I'm just curious to know, man, has anybody got any interpretation of the dream that I had? Again, I had this dream years ago. This is before all of this whole Drake stuff, of course. This is like 2016, 2017, maybe even 2015 possibly. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Let me know if you've had any dreams about it. Let me know if you think it even matters. You know what I'm saying? Or are we being distracted by something? I just know I had this dream. And I've had a number of dreams about different celebrities over the years. And I'm going to start sharing these dreams. I'm start sharing these different dreams that I've had about different situations that there's some of them that I have shared in the past, or I've shared it like as I'm talking about something else, I share my, a dream, but I wanted to kind of isolate these topics and share and make the video specifically about these topics. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think what do y'all think is going on, man? Y'all think all these celebrities and sold they sold? Do some of them sell they sold? Do most of them sell they sold? Is there anybody who has made it to high stature that didn't sell they sold? You know what I'm saying? Let me know, because these people have a lot of influence on the youth, the young people. They have a lot of influence on grown folks. They have a lot of influence on those who claim to follow the Lord Jesus Christ. There's people who are more excited about Kendrick coming out with an album than the return of Jesus Christ. That's just the reality. And so when people have this much of an influence, I think, in my opinion, I feel like there's something that the enemy can use, and I feel like we ought to be able to speak on it and kind of break it down and kind of steer people in the right direction, and warn people that, hey, be careful, because although these people are talented, there's some serious beliefs and misleading going on amongst a lot of these celebrities, especially the ones who have a spiritual undertone that people can interpret as Christianity or some sort of godly worldview, or a conscious, wise person that you should be following. I think we got to be careful. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. God bless. Check you on the next one. I'm out.